It's about to happen. Are we live?
I think.
I think we're live.
Good God. Oh, we're live.
Okay, we're live. Hey, first time ever.
Go team. We are on time.
Yes, we are.
7:30ish.
Hey, 7:30.
It's not even 8 o'clock.
How you doing, bud?
Oh man,
Bardic Beards.
Bardic Beards.
Episode 4.
Number 4 because we had to change the naming.
That's whatever.
Okay, I gotta do the thumbnails for the other ones.
Yeah, we'll have to fix those. That's okay.
Anyway,
Hey.
how have you been?
I'm good. How are you, friend?
Yeah, fantastic.
Good.
I'm excited about this week.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
This is gonna be a good one.
I think so.
I don't know how we're gonna top last week because last week was so good.
Yeah,
But you know what? This week is just gonna be just as good.
I agree.
At least.
Definitely.
I mean, I'd hope.
It's got us in it.
It does. So, this week has been a big week for you and me from one thing and one thing only, which means we have sad lives.
Oh. The Mandalorian!
Hey, Mandalorian came back this week.
Yeah.
Man, what a great fucking show, right?
It really is. It's saving the franchise at the moment.
Yeah, it's sad to say that it is saving the franchise.
Yeah.
I like the Disney movies.
I don't dislike them.
I don't dislike them. I like them.
I don't hate the new trilogy.
I know somebody who outright hates it.
It's my least favorite trilogy, but I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah.
So, but that's right, guys. Star Wars this week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Spoilers ahead.
Definitely going to.
It's in the show description, but there's going to be some spoilers ahead.
Yes.
But we'll come back to Mandalorian later.
Sure.
So, first, we're going to talk about our intro to the series.
Sure.
So, you want to start off?
I'll go first.
Okay.
My first introduction to Star Wars happened, I think I was like 3 or 4. My Uncle Carl sat me down. We were living in El Paso already at the time, right? Yeah, Uncle Carl. Not a great guy, but, I give him credit for this one. We sat down and we watched the original trilogy on VHS over the course of a weekend or whatever, and I was instantly hooked.
Yeah.
Every stick from that point forward was a lightsaber for
Pretty
me.
much, yeah. I know that feeling.
And big connection, too, because the first movie I ever remember seeing in theaters was 99 with my dad.
Ah, nice.
So
yeah, the Phantom Menace. Yeah.
Phantom Menace, yeah. So that's really cool. It sticks out to me.
Ah, that's a good memory. Yeah, I like that.
What about you?
Very similar. Oh, hang on. We got a comment here. Can we?
Tross was bad. Oh, but The Last Jedi was good. Oh, all right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's your opinion.
I respect it. Moving on.
Whoever you are,
mystery person
that I don't know in real life. My first experience was very similar, except it wasn't my uncle, it was my mom.
Okay.
But it was the 1995 VHS box release. It was the first. I think it was that first time that George Lucas had went and re-edited a bunch of the stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit before the show. My Uncle Ralph still has.
Yeah. Still saran
sealed.
wrapped.
Yeah.
That's gotta be worth something.
He's got 2. One that he actually still watches sometimes.
How?
He's got like an old school like combo TV VCR.
Wow.
Yeah, CRT. I want it.
I mean, I know we were talking about getting a CRT not too long ago.
Yeah. Anyway, I cut you off.
Yeah, it's okay. But my mom, we used to do this thing where we would go to Wendy's, get Wendy's, and then come back, eat, and watch Star Wars. And it just always stuck out in my mind. Like, that's one of the reasons I love Wendy's. Not that they're getting a free plug from us. But it was such a...
Go eat a Baconator.
I love a Baconator right now. One of the things that always stuck out in my mind was her... She used to, whatever she would order, she'd order something, and Wendy's used to serve salads with like a breadstick. He used to come with a breadstick, and she would let me eat her breadstick. I know it's weird, but
That's weird.
I remember
Very specific memory to have.
Right, watching Star Wars. I know that's kind of, again, sounds weird, but I don't know, it sticks out in my brain, I guess.
Oh yeah, I totally get it.
But I always remembered the intro to the when the VHS would start, it would talk about how it was the re-edited version of the of the movie, with new Skywalker sound, and that was their studio, was the Skywalker sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But also it would show some of the edits that they did, like during the Battle of Hoth, whenever they're in the snow speeders, you can kind of see through one of the poles, or not the pole, but like the canopy, and you can kind of see through the metal. So they re-edited it and they fixed it in post finally, because they can do that.
That must have been hard to do, like, at the time. I cannot imagine.
I can't imagine either, because like now it's so easy to re-edit stuff.
I'm not good, but like I know how to use Premiere.
Yeah,
like I can't imagine what they were editing video on.
I can't either.
Frame by frame, like
you'd have to do it frame by frame. Yeah, I guess so. Because like when I watch something like Ghostbusters, like how do I add? Like to me, it's like, oh my god, this literally was magic. How do you add like something like special effects like that?
Totally.
Because that's what they were. They were just special effects. They wasn't what's the word I'm looking for here? Help me out.
They weren't CGI.
CGI thing. Yeah. That's what it was. It was effects.
Yep.
So, and you got to admit, they really pioneered a lot of stuff from that original trilogy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I mean, wow. Now that I think about it, Star Wars really did. It had a big impact on my life.
Sure, I think it did for a lot of people our age.
Yeah,
and generations back too, and
hell yeah. I mean, like
younger generation. Like, it's all super cool.
Before we started the show, we were talking about Dave Filoni.
Yeah,
the guy who did Clone Wars, and he's like George Lucas's number 2 man before the Disney acquisition. Like, think of that guy. Like, that had to really influence his life.
Oh, definitely.
Because he's such a super fan.
Yeah,
and he's now implementing stuff in the new. Like not necessarily the new trilogy, but in the new Disney Plus stuff, like Mandalorian. We're seeing things from Legends and stuff that are popping up that you didn't think would show up.
Sure.
Or like stuff they did with Clone Wars. Like, wow, Clone Wars really did that. Bringing Darth Maul back. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
People love Darth Maul.
Definitely.
He's in the movie for 5 minutes. But they brought him back,
lines.
And then with 2 lines, literally 2 lines, and it wasn't even. It's funny. He didn't even voice the actor who played him, Ray Park, didn't even voice him.
I did not know that.
No, you didn't know that?
No.
The voice actor, he's actually a pretty well-known actor. His name's Peter Serafinowicz.
Okay, I feel like I've maybe heard that name before.
You would know him if he was in Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
He was their dick roommate.
Okay.
And he was also the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. He was one of the Nova Corps. He goes, bunch of a-holes.
Okay.
He's that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he voices Darth Maul.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
sure.
I think it's because Ray Parks is he's got like a weird accent. I think that's the reason why.
I gotta check that out.
Oh, hang on.
Asmodine, if you watch the making of Mandalorian on Disney Plus, that guy talks about getting first job getting in Clone Wars. I gotta watch that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll need to watch that. Definitely. I was watching some
free tip.
Yeah, I was watching some Star Wars stuff today, but not that. I really need to go back and just watch Clone Wars. I did start it when Disney Plus came out. But I hadn't finished it. Yeah,
I've watched like a few episodes, but I didn't even originally watch it, so I need to.
So I take it back then. He didn't do Clone Wars. He did Rebels. I get those confused sometimes. I promise to know what I'm talking about. Sometimes.
You fake it good.
Yep. I only act like I know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to do. Let's see. What else we got? Favorite movie from the series?
Okay, so if we're talking all the movies.
Okay, yeah. Dibs on Rogue One.
Rogue One for okay.
Yeah, if we're
that's
all the movies.
Yeah, because it's a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like getting out of like the main like there's no Skywalkers in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yes, there kind of is.
Sure. Yeah. At the
end, there's 2 of them.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that. Yeah. Rogue One's a great movie.
It really is.
I mean, that has like one of the best build-ups of all time, like that in battle on Scarif. the whole battle itself, not just like the end fight with Darth Vader.
No, definitely not.
Because that was the greatest.
That was a great scene.
Greatest 2 minutes of Star Wars I've ever seen is just Darth Vader in a hallway being absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah,
like man,
he chokes a guy, pins a guy to the ceiling, cuts him in half. It's brutal.
Oh, man, he is powerful.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what my favorite movie would be. I mean, I always go back to Empire.
Okay,
you know,
sure.
It's the classic answer.
It's a safe answer.
It's a safe answer, but when I think about it, though, Star Wars. Again, going back with nostalgia goggles, I guess, and watching those movies with my mom.
Sure.
You know, that would be... Empire was the one that we liked the most.
Yeah. Because
there was only 3 movies out.
Right.
You know? I liked Phantom Menace at one point, but now that I'm older, I don't like it that much.
I think it's important.
It's very important.
My favorite of the, like, Skywalker stuff...
Okay.
...is controversial.
It's Attack of the Clones, isn't it? No, I'm sorry. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I remember you told me that the other day.
I love the Anakin turning.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's really cool to me. I think that's a cool...
That movie's flawed, but not because of the actors.
Yeah.
Hot take. Hold on. I see this.
The Last Jedi. That is a hot take.
All right, I'll take that.
Defend yourself.
Yeah. That movie's flawed because of its dialogue.
Yeah,
I think
it's not a great. You know, it has some holes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of them have some holes, but that's my favorite part of Darth Vader's story.
Yeah,
is,
the Skywalker.
Turning.
Turning. Yeah, I mean it's a big deal.
Definitely.
I mean, that's when the galaxy plunges literally in the darkness. That's when the balance tips. You know, and that was always one thing that always kind of bothered me. Where they're like, we need to bring balance to the Force. Well, if there's gonna be balance, there needs to be light and dark, not just light.
Yeah, just can't eradicate the other side.
Yeah, but I mean that's the whole thing. Like, the Jedi became blind, you know, to the dark side. They definitely did.
Oh yeah,
they became bureaucrats.
Yeah, I like what we were talking about before we started too.
We talked a lot about before we started.
We did. Yeah, that's why we were late.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we were watching some YouTube videos.
We just missed the go live button. Is all.
That's very true. Yeah, yeah.
No, but about the fight, Mace Windu.
The Duel of Fates.
Yeah, Duel of Fates.
Yeah.
Not Mace Windu. No idea what I'm talking about.
You're talking about the one between Maul and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
How it has a dual meaning.
Yeah.
Dave Filoni says it best, that it's not just the fate of, the two characters. I say actors. I'm like, what? the two characters, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, living, but it's the fate of Anakin Skywalker. It's the fate of the galaxy. It's the fate of what's going to happen, bringing balance, because Qui-Gon was the father Anakin needed.
Right.
Obi-Wan was his brother. Yeah. Really. Like, Obi-Wan did his best, and it's not Obi-Wan's fault.
Sure.
That Anakin turned out the way he did.
No, he definitely tried.
He definitely tried. Yeah. I mean, but like, Obi-Wan couldn't be there the entire time either. You know, he had a mission he had to do, and
he was a young Jedi too.
He relatively still was. I mean, there was like maybe an 8 or 9 year age gap between the two of them.
I think that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Qui-Gon being the more experienced Jedi Master who refused the Council.
Yeah. Because
he was more. I mean, he saw through the delusions of the Jedi Council. I would definitely say, because they were very delusioned.
Yeah.
I mean, there was definitely delusions there.
That's fair.
Because I mean, they're like oblivious, like, oh, there can't be a Sith. There hasn't been a Sith in a millennia.
Yeah, delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, delusions of grandeur for sure. I mean, that line was even said. I'm just gonna put this right here. Sorry, I don't need it. I'm gonna put this right here.
You are forgiven.
Thank you. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, Qui-Gon was definitely what was needed, but I don't know. It didn't work out that way, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, we got there eventually, but
yeah,
took a bad turn for a while.
And it's funny too, because they say that he did eventually bring balance to the Force, but that balance only lasted like 30 years. And that was the 30-year gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. I mean, even then, it was still building between that entire time. So, was there really a balance if you think about it?
Is there ever?
So, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I don't know. That's why some people have issues with that third trilogy because it's like, okay, well then we kind of just undid everything that we had talked about, like the prophecy of the chosen one and all that. And I mean, because Ben Kenobi, I mean, or not Ben Kenobi, I'm sorry, Ben Solo, he wasn't the chosen one. You know, it's not like it was their bloodline that was the chosen one,
right?
Because I mean, all he did was get flung off a cliff and then come back and kiss Rey back to life or whatever. But whatever. What do you do?
We're gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, we'll leave that one alone.
Yeah, that's been beaten to death, I think. Yeah.
So now to kind of sidebar, to go back to what you were saying, if we're talking about favorite outside of the series, the Skywalker series, there's only two of them. I mean, there's really only two answers.
Yeah.
Rogue One or Solo.
Yeah.
I really like Solo.
Solo was good.
I know a lot of people hate on that movie. I don't hate on it. I really like it. I was actually watching it before I came over.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's good for a lot of the same reasons Rogue One is.
Yeah.
You can tell them on the side. I think they should have done more of that.
Yeah, I think they're still going to, but they're going to do more Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I was watching some stuff today. They're talking about, I forgot, there's supposed to be an Old Republic type series coming out.
Okay.
But they're going to call it the High Republic.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, they wouldn't have been called the Old Republic at the time. So
that's very true, because they wouldn't have, it's like the old days.
Yeah.
When were the old days? The old days.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, the High Republic makes more sense.
Sure.
So we'll see more of that. I mean, plus like the Mandalorian stuff. I mean,
Yeah. I think I hope that continues to be really excellent.
Oh yeah, it will.
What do you think? What movie would you make?
Oh,
what part of the story do you want to see?
Definitely like the 19 years of Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Like that's like, I know they're already making it, but like that's really what I want to see. Right? Yeah, it's gonna be a show. Yeah. So besides that, oh man, what would I want to see?
I want to see the other side of that. I want to see the what did Vader do?
Oh yeah, for 19 years. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah. I mean, I guess just oppressing the galaxy.
Yeah, but I want to see it.
Oppressing the galaxy in some type of fascist regime. Yeah, I would be okay with that.
A movie can be fun, but still bad to watch, which is what I consider Solo. All right.
Okay, I mean, sure. I mean,
I have a lot of fun with bad movies, so I respect that.
I usually call them gems, like gems of a movie. You know, like the Fast and the Furious 3 to me is not a good movie, but it's a gem.
Sure.
So
right.
I wouldn't consider Solo a gem. I don't think it's bad. But I don't think it's great. It's good. It's just in the middle.
It's a movie.
It's got one of my favorite battle scenes, actually.
Which one?
It's when he's on that planet and he's a regular army trooper, like showing an actual battle between not stormtroopers, but just the Imperial Army versus whatever they were fighting. Like that was awesome. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. All right.
And you know what? Like, I don't know. Maybe this is controversial, but like Woody Harrelson's character in that movie was like show stealer, if you ask me, because I really liked his character.
Okay.
Beckett, that was his name. Beckett something.
Yeah.
Can't remember, but I just like how he was kind of like the Han Solo before he was Han Solo.
Yeah.
That's where Han got a lot of his stuff from.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I know. But okay, so show that I want to see.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know I still need to get there.
No, you're good.
We got the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I would like to see more. I wouldn't mind seeing after the collapse and seeing like the actual rise of the First Order.
Okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Sure.
I know they touched on some of that with was it Battlefront 2, that video game that came out? Because
didn't play it, sorry.
That's okay. They showed Operation
Thanks,
Siri.
Yeah.
I thought I muted my watch for a while. They showed there was a thing that happened afterwards that they talked about in books, and they actually did show in the game, so it's canon. Operation Cinder.
Okay.
Which is if Palpatine dies, or if the Emperor dies, which is Palpatine. Oh, spoilers. The Empire just goes and destroys all their stuff. It's scorched earth policy.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they show some of that in there, and there's hints of the First Order. They're like, all right, we're gonna go to the unknown locations and whatever, and go and build up there. And that's what they do. Some of the characters do that in that game.
Okay.
So I'd like to see because they also were kidnapping children. That's how they like filled their ranks, is by kidnapping children.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't put it past the Empire, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely not. I mean, there's that hint in the first of the newest trilogy in the Force Awakens, where General Hux says, so they were saying something about how their troopers are better than clones. He goes, I remember what it was. Kylo Ren says, I'd rather had clones. He goes, no, my troopers are better than any type of clone army you can think of.
That, yeah.
So I would like to see that 30-year buildup.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because we also got some hints of in the Fallen Order video game. So the 2 video games that came out recently of them building up Starkiller Base also.
Okay.
Because in that you have to go find a kyber crystal, and you see them there. Like there's a big ring around the planet being hollowed out.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, what else could that be but Starkiller Base?
Sure.
Plus, I mean, Ilum is like one of the planets that harbors, well, not harbors, but produces kyber crystals.
Right. Well, they're mined from there.
Yeah, I mean, you can mine them from there. Yeah,
right.
It's where most Jedi younglings would go to find a kyber crystal. Was Ilum. That's where you got to go and get one. So it would make sense that Starkiller Base, I guess, is built there. Excuse me.
It checks out.
What was your favorite game?
Oh man,
from the series? I mean, from any of the Star Wars games.
Yeah. Safe answer. The Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something different.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really like the whole like Vader's apprentice approach. Like
his secret apprentice.
That was really cool. Yeah.
Starkiller. Yeah. That was. Yeah, those were great games.
They really are. I could play them today and still have fun with them, definitely.
So it's funny that character, the actor Sam Ritter, I think is his name. He's very popular. He ended up becoming the voice and did all the mocap for Darth Maul.
Oh, okay.
Or not all the mocap. I'm sorry, he did all the facial stuff for Darth Maul, because they still got
in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, in the Clone Wars. Yeah, they still got Ray Parks to do all of the other Darth Maul stuff. And then it's funny also in Solo, Sam Ritter does his voice.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's still not Ray Parks doing the voice. I know.
Poor guy.
It's the voice actor from Clone Wars and from Rebels.
Must not wanna.
I mean, I guess he's famous enough for just doing Darth Maul himself. So yeah.
All right.
Whatever. You don't get paid to talk. So
yeah. Good enough. What about you?
I would probably say Battlefront 2, not the new one, but the old one. Yeah.
PS2 days, right?
The PS2 days, yeah. That or oh, hang on. We got
That's
another.
Probably the real true safe answer.
That's a good one. Shadows of the Empire for the N64 was a blast to play.
I can't say I ever even.
I can't say I played that because it's a little before my time playing video games.
Do you have a copy? I have an N64. I'd be down to play it.
Yeah, totally. There was a PC game that I really liked. It was Bounty Hunters. I think Star Wars just Star Wars Bounty Hunters. That and Rogue Squadron. Yeah, Rogue Squadron was really good.
That I played.
Yeah, I did play that. That's why most people really liked Rogue One, I think, because it was it was supposed to be Rogue Squadron. Sure. But and then there was a Jango Fett game for the PlayStation 2 that I played. I really like that, and it's funny because I don't like Boba Fett or Jango Fett.
Yeah, as characters.
As characters, I do not like them.
I really want to play this the Squadrons game that just came out, but I haven't bought it yet.
There's a YouTuber I follow.
Yeah.
It's him and his girl. They're Star Wars Explained. I've been watching them for a long time.
I follow that channel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't remember the host name. I apologize.
Yeah.
But he is huge into that game. But he also his favorite character is Biggs Darklighter, who is the mustache king of Rogue Squadron, or I mean of any of the X-Wing pilots. So when that game came out, they all grew mustaches, him and all of his friends, and they wore the get-up with the helmets and played together. I thought that was really funny. And grew mustaches. I like that.
I've stayed away from anything to do with that game because I don't like to be spoiled for games. But
I mean, I really like the dog fighting and stuff in Battlefront 2, which is what I think it's just basically that.
Yeah.
Except with more story. Because to what I understand, they brought in some characters from the book, the books. Excuse me. The only one I can think of is a woman named Admiral Sloane. She was a Empire character that was like very hardcore Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain she's in that game. What else? Yeah, I think those are the only ones that I really liked. I mean, Force Unleashed, of course. I did like Fallen Order. That was a great story.
I didn't play that either. I don't know.
Really good. Yeah. Because it shows the actual Order 66 from this Padawan's perspective.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Kel Kestis, I think was his name. Really good. And how he kind of like ran for this whole time, but now he's like fighting back. Spoilers for the game, but towards the end, you get tracked down by Darth Vader.
Oh, okay.
And you're like, he's about to fight him, and it just says, the objective just says run, because I mean, like, there's no stopping him. Nah. There's just no stopping that guy.
You can't get away.
So what is your I wrote this in the notes, but what is your favorite piece of lore from Star Wars?
Yeah, this is a much better question for you, I think.
Okay, because I asked you this, and I want to know from our audience too. Lore including Star Wars Legends stuff. So Legends is the stuff that Disney retconned, which is like 30 years of history.
Yeah. My experience with Star Wars is not extensive beyond the movies.
Hang on, I'm sorry, I gotta answer this. I tried playing KOTOR, but it was a little too late for me.
The heck is KOTOR?
Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I also tried playing that, but after its prime.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would say KOTOR is probably their favorite Legend stuff, actually, because of the whole Darth Revan. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, anyways, I tried playing it, but this was before I really was into video games like that. Plus also, like, I don't know, like, I prefer to be able to just hit smash buttons to hit something.
Sure.
Not just like let it combat on its own.
Yeah. My one of my cousins and his group of friends is probably still playing that to this day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But they were really big into it for a while and tried to get me into it, but that just wasn't my jam.
So yeah, okay. Back to answering the question, because you said you can't answer it, and that's fine.
Really? Yeah.
So I really liked the Legends version of the Great Mandalorian War.
Okay.
So there was during the Old Republic time, there was a big Mandalorian war between the Jedi and the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
And it was so much so that the Republic was like in turmoil. Yeah, Darth Plagueis story. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
The story of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, it was so bad that it put the Empire like at stake. And apparently a lot of it was something to do with the Sith were influencing the Mandalorian.
Okay, I was gonna ask why were they beefing.
Yeah. They had implemented their own Mandalore the Great. That's their leader.
Right.
That's kind of like my favorite piece of Legends lore.
Okay.
And then I don't know, probably just if we're talking regular canon now, it would be the actual rebellion, I think. Yeah, because I mean, like, just trying to rebel against a juggernaut like that, it really is inspiring. I mean, I have the rebellion logo on the back of my car.
You do?
Like, that's how much of a Star Wars
and you did on your last car.
Yeah, well. I know. I had the same sticker on both cars. That's very true.
I have downloaded, but have not yet started to listen to this audiobook, and forgive me for a second because I forget the name, but it's part of new canon, I think. God,
from a certain point of view, is that what it's called?
Thrawn.
Oh, okay, Admiral Thrawn. Yeah.
So everybody says that's really good. I'm excited to crack into that.
So
I don't really know that much about it.
Okay, well, on this subject, Thrawn was a Legends character originally, and he was this savant of a general or an admiral, and like he was able to just conquer anything, and then his whole thing got retconned, and then they brought him back for Rebels. Which people just lost their shit over because they're like, oh my god, the Thrawn series, because they loved it. So
sure. I
haven't listened to it, but I heard it's good.
Yeah, everybody says it's really cool. I would as Asmodine here says, I want to know more about Darth Vader. I mean, I know a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, the guy who taught Palpatine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't?
That would be interesting. That'd be a really cool like movie or show or whatever to watch.
Yeah. I mean, why is the bad guy the bad guy? You know?
Yeah, that's always interesting, right? Trying to get him from their point of view.
Yeah. I don't know much. I mean, there was Legends stuff about him, but I couldn't even tell you what it is.
Sure.
But I mean, like,
he wanted to be immortal.
I guess so. Yeah. But
that's kind of all I know.
It didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in Legends, there's different forms of immortality for Sith. Like they can haunt certain places that are like very powerful in the dark side.
Like what is it? What are they called in Harry Potter? Yeah.
They're called holocrons
but in Harry Potter they're
what?
Voldemort. He has the little
Horcruxes.
Horcruxes.
Yeah, the phylacteries.
That's kind of what I always think.
Oh, okay, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess they can.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? There is they explored it in Rebels. There was like a temple, like an old ancient Sith temple.
Yeah. That
was being haunted by an old Sith Lord from lore, like from Legends lore, and they brought him into the mix. I can't remember who it was. Oh well. Yeah. I guess it wasn't that important.
Somebody can let us know.
Yeah, if somebody could let us know that'd be amazing. I really need to just watch Rebels and Clone Wars.
Yeah, I really need to. I've been slacking.
Yeah, because apparently that last season of Clone Wars was amazing.
Everybody who I know who's seen it loves it. So.
Yeah.
It's definitely got to get caught up on that. But speaking of TV shows, I think it's time to talk about it.
Well, we're skipping one thing though. Yeah.
All right. Favorite characters from lore?
Mon Mothma.
Mon Mothma.
Yeah.
That's not a real answer.
That's not my real answer. That's my go-to answer. So for people who don't know, Mon Mothma was the
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, she was a senator when there was still a galactic republic. Who then she became kind of the first leader of the new republic. But no, that's not my real answer.
You only wanted to talk about this to tell that joke.
Yeah, I only want to talk about it to tell that joke. Yeah. If we're talking for real, my favorite character, it'd be Luke. Okay. I would say. Oh, hang on one second.
Darth Plagueis was able to manipulate midichlorians. Oh, to create life.
Yep. That's there is he's either a fan theory or it is confirmed that Anakin Skywalker was born because of that.
You know what? I have heard that.
That they were doing Sith alchemy and then he came along because he was just a random event that happened.
Right, because he had no father.
He had no father, yeah. Which makes no sense. If I was Qui-Gon Jinn and I was like...
He's the Jesus of the Force, what do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If I had heard... If literally Shmi Skywalker said to me, oh, there was no father.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you need to elaborate more. Like, is he just not around? Or
yeah, they did really just kind of blow that off.
Space Jesus. I mean, what the fuck? That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do kind of like that theory that... again, if it is confirmed, I like that. I mean, I'm cool with that. Like, yeah, Darth Plagueis manipulated the midichlorians. I hate midichlorians, by the way. To create life, yeah.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, we'll not go there.
Yeah, but that did always trip me up. Like, old Qui-Gon was just like, oh, the prophecy, and then never questioned it. Like,
yeah, that again, while those movies have some flaws, we'll just, with our nostalgia goggles, blow right past them.
Totally cool. It plugs in some holes. Maybe it made some, but whatever.
Maybe it made some. So favorite character.
Yeah, character. You didn't finish telling me why Luke is your favorite.
Oh, yeah. So, I think he just has a great arc, except at the end, he does self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
For a good cause, and I do like that, but I don't know, his story it's kind of like the Arthurian, like the chosen one, given a sword, that type of thing, go and fight the bad guy. It's the hero's arc.
Yeah.
That's what George Lucas was going for.
He's a farmer.
Yep. Moisture farmer.
Yeah.
That's what they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna go to Tashi Station to get some power converters.
Nope.
Yeah. You can mess around with your friends later, Luke. I love that.
Turns out you're going to war.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like so when somebody asked me like if I were to like play a character in Battlefront, like Battlefront 2, like there's heroes versus villains. I always play when I'm on the hero side. Luke from Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Yep.
Or Return of the Jedi. You know, green lightsaber, black uniform.
Yep,
it's my favorite.
It's really cool. The symbolism in that one, like the whole black uniform.
Yeah,
and maybe I'm gonna turn over.
Exactly. That I get chills every time I see two scenes in the original trilogy. Yeah, it's the dual suns. Yeah, the first time because dual suns in.
The music gets me more than anything.
John Williams. Every time it hits that high, I get goose. Like I'm thinking about it now, I'm getting goosebumps.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I can see him right there. Yeah. The dual suns when he's looking over. I always talk about this, and I've talked about it in my other podcast, Wild Endeavors, every Wednesday.
There it is. Had to get one in.
Of just the looking, and I always get like this wave of emotions. Like, where did that come from? And it must have came from watching it as a kid.
Yeah. Let's see. Ray would probably have been my favorite of the until Trusted or Dirty. Yeah, that's Ray is a cool concept. Until it turns out she's the granddaughter. Like,
they could have done without that. I think. Yeah. I hate when people say she's a Mary Sue. I don't want to get into that because that's just a whole thing. Yeah. She's not. No. She's just a good character. Yeah. We're gonna leave it at that.
It's really cool. I like her overall.
Yeah, she's a good character.
I agree. Of your 10 comments, that's the first one I agree with. No, just kidding.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Luke. Yeah. So him looking off into the dual sunset of I don't belong here, and I know this is supposed to be a symbolism of hope, right? But just like that whole like you could see it in his face, like I'm destined for something more. And again, it just gives me chills because again, it must be because of when I was younger watching it. Sure. And then it happened again in what the hell was the name of that movie? Second to last one. Yep, that one. When he's fighting Ben Solo or wow, I'm drunk apparently.
Hello.
What did they put in my coffee?
Too much sugar.
Yeah, I know. After he fought Kylo Ren and he's back on that planet and he looks off and it's a dual sunset, I'm like, holy shit.
Brought it back together.
Yeah, brought it back together. Yeah. The other scene that I always go back to is in the Return of the Jedi when he's fighting Darth Vader. Yeah. And it's the music and he goes ballistic. He goes, what about he goes, or I could go for your sister. And he's just like, no. And he, ignites the lightsaber and just like starts fighting him. And they're going through that kind of like hallway or not hallway, but underneath the stairway. And then they go down to like that little plank area. And he's like Darth Vader's on the back foot the whole time. And he's just like trying to protect himself. And he's like, bam, bam, up, whack, And the music at the same time is just, it hits you. And it just, again, gives you goosebumps when you think about it. Yeah. So definitely favorite character, favorite scenes for him for definitely. Sure. Yeah. Outside of Luke though, if it wasn't Luke, I mean, I like Mando.
Sure.
Yeah, Din Djarin, the new Mando. Yeah. I hate Boba Fett.
Yeah, I was never
a Boba Fett character.
Yeah, same. Yeah, when his armor showed up, I was not excited whatsoever.
I knew it wasn't him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
It looked, somebody said, I think it was a YouTube channel called New Rockstars said that
spoilers.
Spoilers. Yeah, we're gonna get there. I promise. Looked like the kid that grew up he hit his growth spurt a little too much and was on his baseball team, and the uniform was just a little too short.
That's exactly what it looked like.
All right. Sorry, go ahead with your favorite character.
Yeah, so I think it's a tough one, but I think I'm gonna lean into Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Yeah. From the I have to train this kid.
Yeah.
All the way to you're my brother now. To all right, I'll raise your fucking son too. Like,
yeah, exactly. I have to raise this kid now.
Yeah.
Can we pull up something real quick? I'm sorry.
No, what's up?
There's a sculpt. It's that's of Obi-Wan.
Okay.
So Obi-Wan's it's like him traveling in the desert sculpt. Maybe try that.
I can spell.
Yeah. That is it. Yes. There, yep. And it's like, yeah, this thing. I mean, it's like it's somebody really went and put the detail of like,
oh my God,
merging Ewan McGregor and Allen Guinness's faces together.
No kidding.
But like, look at that thing, man.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You see his gear. Okay, so like he's got some of his old armor, but he's also got Qui-Gon's lightsaber, Luke's lightsaber.
Yep.
He's also got that rifle that you would see like Tusken Raiders use. Yeah, you can switch it out and give him his lightsaber. I like that.
This is really cool.
He's also got that's a moisture collector. I just realized that. Go back. That's what that is. That's a moisture collector.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pay $350 for that if I didn't have anything else to spend $350 on.
One more thing. I'm sorry. I want to pull up one more sculpt. This would be my second favorite character, even though I've not watched a lot of them. Captain Rex. He's, I know, a lot of people's favorite. Yeah. There's some really good sculpts of him. Because they actually use the actor Tamara, whose name is escaping me.
Yeah, okay.
That's not that one.
No.
Sorry.
I thought it was cool.
I mean, it's a cool bust. It's like a lifelike one, but I'm sorry. We should have been more prepared for that.
Yeah, well, you always throw me a curveball.
I like the three. Here it is, right here.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey. All right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'd be less inclined to buy that. But...
Yeah, I would be less inclined to buy that. But I know a lot of people like his character.
It's still cool.
He's just a cool dude in the Clone Wars. I know that figure is dope as fuck.
Absolutely.
I would buy that if I had like an area to show it off. But I don't.
We'll see what happens and put it on the shelf.
Well, we got to build up the Millennium Falcon right there.
We really need to put that together.
Which I think we should put it right there, though.
Yeah.
For the show?
For the show.
Okay, we'll do it.
4-hour live stream.
Us building the Millennium Falcon. It'd be mostly us just getting frustrated, I think.
Where's number 7?
Yeah, I know.
By the way, if you're not watching this live, please come watch this live every Sunday at 7:30-ish.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Because we're officially on. We didn't even talk about this.
Oh, yeah. We need
Spotify
to talk about it.
And the podcast app.
I know. We're on iTunes and Spotify. Yeah. What about Google?
Google's automatic, so that's there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
Didn't even have to try for that one.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you could just search Bardic Beards anywhere and you'll find it.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I already subscribed.
Yeah.
To the podcast.
Yeah. We're 2 of the 3 subscribers.
And YouTube. I mean, YouTube's important too.
Yeah,
but
definitely. Yeah,
I was so excited.
Live, that'd be super cool.
I was very excited when that finally published.
Yeah,
I think we were both at work when that published finally.
We're like famous now.
I don't like it. Shut it down. All right, it's time. We need to talk about it.
Yes, please.
Okay, Mandalorian.
Spoilers ahead.
Yes, Mandalorian came back. Love this show.
I can't believe people don't want to watch it because they want to binge watch everything these days.
Dude, I'm
okay with watching an episode a week, you know?
Yeah, okay. We are spoiled, right?
Definitely.
Because we
Damn you, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
It's all Netflix's fault.
Or Amazon. Amazon did the same thing. Sure. But they didn't, they didn't do it with The Boys.
Okay.
And I was proud of them for that. Although I would love to just binge The Boys.
Sure.
I can't see the new comments there, so I have to double check. That's why I'm checking.
Yeah, no worries.
They did it episodic this time.
Yeah.
But they did a weird thing too. They've put the first 3 episodes out first.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there was another show I was watching around the same time called Raised by Wolves.
Yeah.
And they did something similar. They would put 2 episodes out at a time.
Maybe that's their way of trying to appease both crowds.
Maybe? Yeah, I don't know.
It must be. There's no other reason to. But anyway.
Mandalorian, sorry. Yeah. Great. Oh my god.
I liked it. Yeah. I was not as sold. The super cool like what they achieved in that episode, but the first half was just a little fan servicey for me.
Of course. supposed to be.
There was 1 or 5 too many cutaways to Baby Yoda doing Baby Yoda cute shit.
Well, that's Baby Yoda's fucking job.
No,
okay,
but it's gonna get old.
No,
you don't think so? It might wear on
him.
Me.
In the Splatoon was the greatest thing.
That was cute.
That was cute as fuck.
But they cut to it 3 times. You didn't need to cut through it 3 times.
Bringing Cobb Vanth into it. So that guy is a Legends character.
Okay.
Or yeah, I think he's a Legends character. He was in a book called Aftermath.
Okay.
I looked it up before, so I could get it accurate here. And his story is pretty much spot on to what they showed in the movie. Wow, and it's almost like a movie.
Yeah,
we're watching a Star Wars show with movie quality. I love that.
Well, I catch the transitions every time, like the wipes and the.
What do you mean?
Like the way they go from scene to scene, they like wipe across like
I know.
Like it's an old Star Wars movie. That's my favorite thing about the show.
Yeah,
it's so minute, but
I know. I guess I don't notice it. That's
yeah.
And we did watch a video where they did do that.
Yeah,
earlier, which is funny.
Yep.
And then you called it out, and then I noticed it afterwards.
Yep.
But oh, hang on. I do see a new one here.
I think Raised by Wolves did that because if you'd only seen the first episode, you'd drop it.
Yeah, that was a weird fucking show.
I haven't seen it.
It's not a bad show.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched the last episode because that show was just depressing.
It's one of them.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say there, Asmodine, but that show did depress the shit out of me.
We're probably butchering it. It's probably Asmodian.
No, it's Asmodine.
Okay.
I know. He said it for he has said it for me before.
All right, fair enough.
And if he comments and says it is wrong, I'm gonna fucking punch him next time I see him. Anyways, oh shit. Okay, yeah. I loved every bit of it. I liked I like fan service. I'm okay with fan service.
Sure.
And I liked how when they brought in certain things, they called back stuff too.
Yeah.
So I was watching a breakdown of the episode, and somebody said that when you see the two arena fighters fighting, I can't remember what their race is called.
Yeah.
When they're hitting each other, there's like force blasting off of it.
Right.
Apparently, that's a thing from KOTOR. When you're in a gladiator ring, very similar. They put dampeners on you, so whenever you get hit, it's not as bad.
Okay.
So apparently, that's a callback from that.
Interesting.
And I guess also you fight a crate dragon in that too. I think it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was that game. But yeah, you definitely fight a crate dragon at one point in one of the games.
How about that thing living in a
Sarlacc pit?
Sarlacc pit.
I like how he goes, it's an abandoned Sarlacc pit. He goes, he's like, I lived on Tatooine all my life. Oh, hang on.
How I haven't pronounced it right. Okay. All right.
Whatever. Fuck you. Anyways, he says, I never seen no abandoned Sarlacc pit in my entire life. He goes, that's because the thing ate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
that's terrifying.
Have you ever watched the show Deadwood?
Can't say I have.
It's an HBO show from
Probably
early 2000s.
Nope.
Timothy Opheliant, who played Cobb Vanth, basically played the same character in Deadwood.
Okay.
He was the sheriff.
My parents watched that show.
Okay. Yeah. That show was probably not for us at that time.
Sure.
Because it's a great show, but one of the main characters says the word cocksucker like every 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Asmodine will tell you he loved that show. I know I know he really likes that show. But I do like how Cobb Vanth's character kept bringing in like the typical colloquially like sayings like, oh yeah, the sun shines both times on a womp rat's tail.
They said womp rat too many times.
They said womp rat way too many times. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, is the planet just infested with womp rats?
It must be.
I know Luke can bullseye a womp rat from, that far, from 2 meters away.
With his T-16.
With his T-16, yeah, but come on.
No. It's infested because he doesn't live there anymore.
He just missed doing it.
Yeah. He did not train anybody else in his ways.
I know. So they're just infested because he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's been 5 years. So, I guess so. Yeah.
Womp rats probably reproduce really quickly.
Yeah, they're like bunny rabbits or something like that.
Or like rats.
I don't know how fast they reproduce. So
just like bunnies. But yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I did it do it for you? Did the aspect ratio change when you watched it?
Not that I noticed.
Okay, so I don't know if it was just a 4K thing then, a 4K HDR thing, but
we'll say it.
The aspect ratio went from widescreen to full screen.
Interesting.
During the Krayt Dragon fight.
Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking cool.
Okay.
And it was that fight was just awesome. I loved how both characters are like, we need to do something. So what do? They both shot off with their jetpacks and went to go try to shoot at the thing. And Cobb's like, we can't even dent this thing. What are we gonna do? He goes, just keep firing. Like that. But I kind of had a feeling they were gonna do the swallow the bantha thing. Yeah, I know that was kind of telegraphed pretty early on.
Definitely, I didn't expect Mando to get swallowed. Also, but
he did a Jonah and the whale impersonation.
Yeah. I liked seeing the softer side of the Sand People.
Oh yeah, of the Tusken Raiders.
Raiders, yeah.
A lot of people say the same thing. That I guess Tuskens have been really, kind of, what's the word? Villainized.
Yeah.
In the series, I mean they
definitely have.
They kidnapped Shmi Skywalker.
And got slaughtered for it.
He killed every one of them.
And the women and the children.
The women and the children. Don't forget the women and the children. You know what? If I was Padme and I was standing there, I'd be like, you know what my answer would have been? I'd be like, I gotta go.
Really far away.
I gotta go back to Naboo. And I need you to stay here, though. That would have been my reaction.
Definitely.
Dude, like, no. If my boyfriend was slaughtering women and children, hell fucking no.
Don't care what race of aliens they are. Or what they did to my mom.
Yeah, I mean, they killed your mom. That's all cool and all, but you don't go and just kill all the children.
No.
What the fuck?
So, it was cool to see them.
It was cool
want to pair up with the humans on the planet.
Yeah.
And, save the day or whatever.
We actually got to see something Obi-Wan brought up in that. So when in A New Hope, when they saw that desert crawler, the Jawa desert crawler, and it's all blown to shit. Luke first goes, "Oh, sand people did this."
Yeah.
Obi-Wan goes, "No, sand people walk in a straight line to hide their numbers."
Yeah.
They did that. They walked on a fucking straight line, and the whole way down with their banthas.
Yep.
I was like, okay, all right. He was right.
There's a callback.
Oh, there we go.
5 directors. One of them really likes to tell stories around the people, races, which is nice. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think the 5, I'm not sure who all 5 directors are. I know Dave Filoni is one of them, and I know Deborah Cho is the other. And I'm just not sure. I know she's going to be the one helming the Obi-Wan series, so I'm be surprised for that. You remember the episode of Mandalorian where he went and had to go and free that Twi'lek for the group?
Twi'lek.
The tentacle.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That, there's the 3 X-Wing pilots. They're all 3 directors of the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. My least favorite thing about the Mandalorian episode.
Yeah.
The only thing that really properly drew me out of the experience is the lady. With the droids.
Yeah. You don't like her?
I didn't notice it the first episode she was in. Her acting's really bad.
She is.
It drew me the fuck out of the episode.
She's a character actor. I can't remember her name, but yeah, she wasn't. I don't know.
Maybe
I was okay with it,
but I get sucked into whatever I'm watching really easily.
Yeah.
So to be jarred out of it like that for me is a red flag.
Whenever I saw her, I was like, oh, okay, he's back in Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going back to the same person. And then I like how she's like, all right, now get out of here, droids. He doesn't like you.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff was funny. But I don't know. Just something about it.
I always like those little protocol, they're not protocol droids, but I want one of those.
Yeah.
Just tap him on the face and boing.
Yeah.
Come up. I just, let's just talk about Mandalorian in general. Okay. Not just the episode, but, I want to talk about it in general, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I, again, don't like Boba Fett.
Sure.
I don't know what it is about Mando himself, but when you, compare, a picture of Boba to Mando really fills out that armor.
Sure.
I don't mean that in a weird way, but, it looks...
Sounded sexual.
Well...
I'm just kidding.
Pedro Pascal is a sexy guy. Oh, I've got another comment here.
Agree with Sean here, actually. Yeah.
I didn't notice it, honestly, and I watched it today, and it didn't really bother me. I just think she was excited to see Baby Yoda, the rest of us.
Yeah. I would have acted the same, but I'm not on the show. So.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Fills out the armor.
Yeah, he looks cooler, if you ask me.
Probably just so much later and sculpted better now. Like,
Plus, their armors are 2 different material.
Definitely. Mando's got the expensive stuff.
He's got the Beskar.
Yeah, and
then canonically, I don't know if they're gonna keep with it, but canonically, Bulba's armor is Durasteel, which is a inferior but still good material.
Definitely.
So, like, Beskar can take a couple of hits.
Yeah.
From a lightsaber, whereas I don't think Durasteel can.
Fett would be a cool movie too.
Yeah, I guess.
I know you don't like him.
I would watch it.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Well, I mean, we might get something. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely going to get something with him in this, because just showing him at the end, I mean, that's not going to be his only. There's no way that's going to be his only scene.
Definitely.
I think they would do an injustice to the fans by making that being his only scene.
I did expect him to allow the guy to keep the armor.
You think so?
I thought that's where they were going with that. I'm surprised. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's like greed or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I did like how Cobb was like accepting of it too. Yeah. He's like, all right, I'll give you this. He's like, it's part of your religion. All right, who am I to say like to keep this?
Sure.
I'm not a Mandalorian. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Like,
maybe he'll come back and get to earn it.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, that they did something similar towards the first season where he regathered a bunch of his allies to help take back Navarro. So maybe we'll see that, because he does say, "I hope our paths cross again."
He did.
Yeah.
That's some righteous foreshadowing. So.
Personally, I think Boba Fett, when he does come back, I don't think he's going to want his armor.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, why wouldn't he?
Cooler armor.
Or maybe have cooler armor. But I think, honestly, because it's been 5 years, right? It's been 5 years since Return of the Jedi. Mm-hmm. If he really wanted his armor, he would have got it back.
Sure.
So I think he's done with it, honestly.
Hope he's not dead.
I mean, I know some other people thought that was Rex, but it's not Rex, because Rex is in Return of the Jedi, or not? Yeah, he is in Return of the Jedi. Dave Filoni has said that he's in it.
Okay.
Can we pull it up real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a specific character. Yep. Dave Filoni basically said that because there was a big fan theory. Go down. They'll show him.
Is that her? No.
Right there.
Ah.
That old bearded guy is Rex, and they say, why else would there be an old bearded guy? And he says, you know what? It's Captain Rex, because he fought in the rebellion.
That's totally fair.
Plus, also, Boba ages normally.
Yeah.
Whereas the 3 clones who didn't follow through with Order 66, which is Rex, Wolf, and one other guy, I can't remember his name.
Accelerated.
They were accelerated. Yeah, they're old men and rebels, because they're in Star Wars Rebels. Mm-hmm. So they look old as shit.
Yeah.
He'd be really old.
That makes sense.
Whereas he actually looks like he's about the same age of the actor, again, whose name is escaping me. Tamora something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if he also knew he wasn't good at giving away the armor, he was going... Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But,
we shall see.
Yeah, we shall see. I think he might get Cobb Vanth back for the big fight, because he's going to try to find Moff Gideon, I think. Mm-hmm. Well, I know it's not his mission, but I think he will eventually try to... Because my predictions...
Yeah.
Is that he's going to find some Mandalorians, and the Mandalorians he's going to run into are going to be Sabine Wren and Bo-Katan, who are from Rebels and Clone Wars. Bo-Katan was the last leader of Mandalore, and typically the leader of Mandalore has the Darksaber,
which we saw.
Yep. And they're going to be like, "Look, you're a Mandalorian. We'll help you if you help us." That kind of thing.
Sure.
Because I know he needs to find other Mandalorians, and it's. I don't know if it was rumored or if it was official, but Katie Stackhouse, the girl who does the voice, or excuse me, the actress who does the voice of Bo-Katan, was casted.
Yeah.
So, same thing with like Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka Tano, because Sabine Wren was with Ahsoka Tano last time we saw them. So that's why also people think that. So
yeah. Yeah, I know that they're supposed to make an appearance, so that'd be pretty cool.
I think that's where the show's going to go. I think that's where we saw some of the previews that they're fighting on another like lava planet. Either it's Navarro. I think it's either Navarro or not Scarif. I don't remember the name of it.
There's a lot of planets.
Yeah. It was in Battlefront. It's another industrial type planet that's lava. And it's not Mustafar. I don't think it's Mustafar. No. They use that planet too many times.
Definitely.
One too many times.
There's nothing there.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean lava.
Yeah. Well, droids to collect the lava.
Yeah, and droids to collect lava. And maybe Anakin's limbs somewhere.
No, they're toast.
They're toast, yeah. He
Force dust.
I'm going to be honest with you. He should have been dead way before he ever got near the lava. Definitely. Because the toxic gases, they would close your throat up and you wouldn't be able to breathe. But
Definitely.
Yeah, whatever. Star Wars.
And lava's so hot, you would literally explode if you touched it.
No, you're right. Because it evaporates all the water in your skin, all the moisture. So
actually explode.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I would have rather seen that than Darth Vader. Screw Darth Vader. I think we just got us demonetized.
Yeah. Damn it, Evan.
What's your favorite part of the episode?
Geez, man, I don't know.
All right. Well, if you can't think of that, what was your favorite episode so far out of the whole series?
I think I'm more excited on where it's going than what I've seen so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. I think overall it's a really cool show. I like the whichever one it was where you mentioned all the Mandalorians showed up and saved the day.
Yeah, episode 3.
That was really cool.
Yeah, the Mandalorian covert.
That's probably my favorite
what they call them
so far.
Yeah. The covert, that's what they're called.
But I don't know, the child going back to its kind.
Yeah.
If that comes to fruition would be the coolest thing ever.
I just like how at in episode 8 when the armorer says you need to take him back to his own people, and he goes, I have to go find an enemy race of sorcerers and give him back to them. And then she just goes, this is the way.
Yeah.
It's okay. And I know some people are like, how does he not know about the Jedi? But I guess at that part, I mean, it's been 25 years since the fall of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And even then, the Jedi were kind of erased.
Yeah, there was a handful of them.
Yeah, there was only realistically. They were purged.
There's a few hundred.
Yeah,
in a galaxy full of planets.
I mean, there's no reason the Galactic Empire wouldn't have, tried to suppress a lot of that stuff. Mm-hmm. What do you say? Mm-hmm. Prison episode was great. Yep.
Yeah, the prison episode was really good.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah, it's like being on Endor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Endor's. It was kind of like that, yeah. I did like that episode. That was a great episode. I really thought when she goes to lift his helmet off that he was going to let her do it.
I know.
I can't do it.
No.
Yeah. I can't. It was episode 4 or 5. Man. That was a good episode.
Yeah, I mean, overall, the show's really cool.
The prison episode's great because Bill Burr, he hates Star Wars. When they asked him to do it, he just made fun of it the whole time he was there.
But it was still great.
It was still great, yeah. Maybe he's a Gungan underneath there. Oh, that was so funny. I like how they go, he was a sharpshooter. He's like, I wasn't a stormtrooper. Yeah. That was so funny. And then in the last episode, when the two bike troopers, they were shooting at that can.
Yeah.
And they couldn't hit it or whatever they were shooting at. Oh my God,
hilarious.
I fucking died laughing.
Forgot about that.
One of the guys punches Baby Yoda, and the world was on fire after that.
Yep.
Well, that was great.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get to a point where we get to see what the baby does?
Baby does the hand thing.
No, when he grows up,
Oh.
Are we gonna see 600 years from now, or 200 years from now?
Yeah.
Child Yoda baby or teenage Yoda?
I don't know. Maybe in at the very last when they finally decide to end the show.
It's either that or we get a Yoda movie Yoda was young.
Yeah.
Actual Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A young
Yoda. A lot of people were calling for that.
A young rebellious Yoda, a rebel Yoda.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. Because he was just such a, I don't know. I mean, he was a very he was. I don't know. He was just this one way for a long time, and then he became an old crazy hermit.
Yeah, but still, it'd be cool.
It would be cool. I'd be alright with it.
You get glimpses of he was the best lightsaber duelist ever, but not
because he hopped around like a frog.
Yeah,
I mean he.
But I want to see a lot more of that.
He literally fought one of the best duelists. Do we get another? Okay, 500 years later, we have Mando Yoda. Because he's a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He's in the clan of 2,
Hmm.
as the armorer said.
Yeah.
The Mudhorn clan. I like that. I would be all right with that. Seeing something like, what if he does like later on? Mandalorians aren't typically Mandalorians because of their race.
Sure.
It's just a creed.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't see a whole lot of non-human, I guess human Mandalorians.
I think they're humans.
I guess is what you'd call them.
Sure.
I mean, like,
they're not Earthlings.
No, no. I mean, like, Han Solo's a Corellian.
Yeah.
But he's a human, so I guess I don't know.
I've never seen names for a lot of the races.
Yeah,
but not the humans.
Yeah, not that I know of.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, we probably do. We just don't know it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, you don't see a Twi'lek Mandalorian.
No.
His fucking tentacles would be going out of his helmet.
I have to make some mods to the armor for sure.
I did the same thing with Mando Yoda.
Yeah.
as Bodine said, yeah.
Although that would be cool.
Yeah, his ears would be sticking out really fucking far.
Or they'd have plate on them, which would be equally dope.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did. Oh man, can we pull? I'll see if we can find it real quick. I saw a picture of somebody doing fan art of Baby Yoda as a Mandalorian. Just try. Yeah. Okay.
There he is with the lightsaber.
That one. Yep, that's the one I've seen. Oh, that is cool. Sick. Yeah. And he's got they reversed the image for some reason, but he's got the Mudhorn logo.
I think the ear should be plated, but that's pretty cool nonetheless.
I saw somebody, they did like a little 4-panel comic, and it's him messing around with Baby Yoda, and at the very the third one he goes, "Oh my god," and he'd pull out, and it's him wearing a little Mando helmet. I think he was going, "Oh my god, it's so adorable."
That's amazing.
Oh man,
let's see. I don't know, man. Is there any other Star Wars stuff we need to cover?
I don't know. I really want to see the Obi-Wan series.
Definitely. You know, I'm super stoked about.
Supposedly, he was on the set of Mandalorian for some costume and some wardrobe, shoots.
Interesting.
Yeah, not like that he's gonna be in the show.
No, definitely.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think, yes, me. He was on either the first. I don't know how many episodes they're gonna do on Tatooine.
Sure.
But definitely when they were doing some desert stuff. Mm-hmm. Have you ever? There's a video I need to send you. Asmodine actually sent it to me.
Yeah.
Of how they do the VFX for Mandalorian now, is they do a lot of it without green screen.
Really?
They do it with LED and like a curved screen, like a giant curved screen.
Okay.
Yeah, and they project a lot of the back of what the environment is.
Okay.
And the reason they do it is because it looks real. Then they say because with Mando specifically.
Yeah.
Because of his armor.
Oh.
The light needs to glint off of it.
Sure.
So when you do it with green screen,
it all has to be from the front.
Right.
Yeah.
When you do it with green screen, you have to do it frame by frame. And apparently that's very hard and very time consuming and very expensive.
To match up. Yeah.
Yeah. But when you do it with this new format or this new way they do it, I can't remember what they called it.
Yeah.
I hope he's listening and can maybe help me out here.
Working with the green screen is hard. I can confirm that.
I believe it. Yeah.
Your lighting has to be perfect. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've worked with Photoshop, which I know is not green screen, but I know the lighting concept, trying to put something from one thing to another, like in Photoshop, and if the lighting's off, it just looks fucked up.
Definitely.
But they had one of the VFX artists talking about how she's like, I hope I never work with green screen again, because again, it's frame by frame, shot by shot.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a lot of time. Yeah, because you could be spending hours and hours and hours on 5 seconds. Of footage.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way they do it now is really interesting. Like I said, it's a wraparound screen. Apparently, they have to have some set people to stop you from running into the wall.
Okay.
Because you don't realize how real it is.
Sure.
But yeah, it's all LED, and it's like watching it all on a giant TV, like a LED TV. So I didn't know that, but a lot of the shots. I guess they do it mostly for the close-up shots. So at the end of episode 8 when he's talking to Cara Dune and I can't remember his name. Carl Weathers' character. That was one of those things because they were able to dim the light down to a certain point, so it looks like the suns are setting.
Right.
And it does again. They can add whatever they want too. So like if they want to add a rock to the back, just type it in, put it where you want it.
Yeah.
Make sure that the light's hitting it perfectly. Yeah. So
yeah, that's really cool that you can do it that way. I want to look more into that. That sounds really cool.
I'll send you the video later.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Again, where else? I mean, like I said,
Star Wars is great.
Star Wars can go anywhere.
Yep.
And I hope it goes more places than where it is now.
Definitely. I want to see the way past. I want to see the way future.
I think Mandalorian was a good... what's the word I'm looking for here? A good start.
Sure.
Like a good starter series.
Yeah.
Like Disney has confidence now that they could do something good.
Yeah.
With a TV show.
Yep.
And I think Mandalorian is what they needed.
Fantastic.
I really think they needed it.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people were not happy with the last series.
Yeah. Most people are not as forgiving as us when it comes to the most recent trilogy.
So. Like I said, I don't hate any of those movies.
Me either. I would watch any of them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd watch them tonight.
Sure.
Maybe I will.
Getting a little late for me.
But I know, I'm off tomorrow, but so.
But yeah, no, I totally would. I don't have anything against them, but a lot of people do. So
that's true.
I agree. The Mandalorian needed to happen.
Yeah, and we needed that breath of fresh air.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
we work with one person who actually I haven't seen in a long time. Now that I think about it, he's got very extreme opinions on a lot of things, and he hates.
You talking about
cell phones?
Oh, wait. Are you talking about? Oh yeah, you're right. Where has he been?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he does hate all those new movies. Well, so does there's another person in my department who hates them too.
Sure.
Like he says Kathleen Kennedy is the person that ruined it. Which I think is a little extreme. I don't think one person can ruin an entire series.
Definitely not.
But, whatever.
Yeah. Star Wars is still grand. I don't care.
I want to talk a little bit more.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, let's go.
We were talking about the Darksaber the other day, and you were asking me questions about it.
Because I really don't know that much.
So I found some info. And then we can do our outro after this, if you're cool with that. All right. Yeah. So I found out in Legends, not in Legends, no, in the actual lore. Was there a new comment? No. Okay. That the Darksaber was made by a guy named Tar Vizsla.
Okay.
Who was a Mandalorian.
Okay.
Who became a Jedi.
How long ago?
It's like they say a millennia before, so 1,000 years,
Yep.
That's like their standard answer for everything.
A
long time ago, yeah. He created the Darksaber. Now it's still really not certain how he did it, because your typical lightsaber doesn't look like that.
Right.
This looks like
a different shape.
It's a different shape, and
forget the color.
It's black.
Yeah.
It's a black core with a white hue. And it's in the shape of a saber, like an actual, not like a stick, not like a regular lightsaber, but like an
it looks
sword.
Like there's like a pointed edge, and it tapers off at the end.
Don't know how I did it, because I did some research into why lightsabers look the way they do and how they're made, and I did some research today. That's why I want to talk about this. So when you're a little youngling, and Yoda takes you to Ilum.
Does Yoda do all this personally?
He did it in the series. So, when he was the Jedi Grand Master, one of his jobs was training younglings. Who knew? But he takes you to Ilum for the first time, or wherever you get your kyber crystal.
Could you fucking imagine? Oh my god.
What?
Could you imagine going with Yoda?
That'd be amazing.
Your kyber crystal? Oh my goodness.
I just want to sit and have a conversation with Yoda and try to listen and have to figure out what the fuck he's saying.
With his little mumblings.
With his little mumblings that are backwards.
Anyway, he takes you.
Yeah, he takes you, and then you go there, and you have to hunt for your kyber crystal.
Right.
Because the kyber crystal, like wands in Harry Potter, choose you.
Sure.
And apparently, you can't even see them.
I did not know this.
I didn't know this either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see them unless it's yours.
Okay.
Yes, so yours will find you, or yours will only show itself to you. And they're all, they look like regular, like clear, or not clear, but cloudy white crystals.
Yeah. Looks like quartz almost.
Yeah, it's like a quartz, yeah. And then they're all about that big. Yeah. We know that's like.
Yep.
And what you do is you take the crystal and you get your parts together.
Yep.
And you meditate with it.
The rest of the parts, do you get to pick those? How does that work?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if they're given to you or if you pick them. I imagine you pick them.
Sure.
I would hope so because that's one of like the
allure.
It's
gotta feel right.
Yeah, it's gotta feel right. Yeah, and it's gotta look. It's gotta have your design.
Yep.
Which I'm gonna come back to that in a second. Cool. Because there's a really cool thing. I didn't know this until recently.
Okay.
But you meditate over it, right? And then your lightsaber comes together, and your crystal.
Yep.
Forms gets its color from your meditation and your personality.
Right.
So it's typically
I knew
blue,
that part. Yeah.
Blue, green, yellow, purple.
Yep.
I guess there is an orange, but there's no red.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's like okay, I know this.
Red. They're not synthetic crystals, which is what they used to be. In Legends, they were synthetic crystals. Now they have said that all red lightsaber crystals are from what they call bleeding a lightsaber crystal. Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
Okay. So typically when you meditate with your crystal, you're forming the crystal is forming with you. The red crystals are bled. You are imposing your will on the crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it turns it red.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you like force one.
Yeah, you force it into becoming your crystal.
Which is kind of the same thing. I mean, you're still meditating over it, and it's still taking on your personality.
Right, but your personality is evil.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Found this out today about the red crystals. So, it's funny. The reason we've never seen any other colored lightsaber up until now is because all the main characters, for the most part, never showed their... Well, no, we did. We did see that. Like, Obi-Wan, his is blue and Qui-Gon's is green. But, like, Luke, right? Yeah. Luke's was blue and green. But he had a hand-me-down lightsaber.
Yeah, it was given to him.
And the kyber crystal he had for his green saber, and it's in lore, was he found it in Obi-Wan's hut. Oh. You know whose crystal that is?
No.
Qui-Gon Jinn's.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's why he's got a green saber. Yep.
No shit.
Yep. I guess Rey must have found a crystal somewhere. That's why she's got a yellow lightsaber.
Sure.
But I mean, like, I'm glad they finally showed some other color. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and yellow. It's what are they? The Sentinels.
The Sentinels. Yeah. That's actually they retcon that. Oh. That's not the Guardians.
Rip.
I know. There was the Jedi Guardians, the Consulars, and the Sentinels. Now, there is still the Temple Guard, and they use exclusively yellow lightsabers, apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you go, you get your crystal, you get your color, and that has something to do with, like, what your role as a Jedi is.
I guess. I don't...
If you have whatever rare personality creates yellow, you get sent to go be a guard.
Maybe. I mean, they didn't really say that exclusively, but...
I mean, that's kind of how it works out, right?
I guess, yeah.
Because we don't see yellow in any of the lightsaber battles ever.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was only in Clone Wars they showed yellow. Okay, so back to what I was going to say before about picking your like design.
Yeah.
In Star Wars Fallen Order, you can create your own lightsaber.
Okay.
That whatever you pick, you actually find those parts. You you collect them along the way. You can actually go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and make that lightsaber from the game.
That's cool.
So whatever you design in the game, you can make that and own it in real life. That is amazing.
That is pretty cool. I know you could customize your saber there, or build the ones from the movies or shows or whatever.
But if you like have a specific one that you made in Jedi Fallen Order, you can fucking make that.
I really want to get one of those.
Me too.
They're so expensive.
I know, they're like $200,
$250 starting.
I know.
Yeah.
And then you can. I know. I do like the. I mean,
one of our friends has 4 of them. I don't know if you know that.
I thought he had just the one custom saber and then 4 of the.
They're all from there.
I know.
3 of them are
from the
movie.
The collection. Yes. Yeah, I know he's got 4 lightsabers. They're 3 collections. Yeah, he's got. I don't remember. I don't remember either. Yeah. I think he does have one of my favorites, which is Luke's second lightsaber. I think that's my favorite, like from the series.
Yeah. Rey's is really cool.
Her new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. How it twists.
Yeah, that's
I
the
do like
coolest
that.
activation of any lightsaber ever.
Yeah, because it's all just other than that. I mean, I guess my other favorite, because I used to have one when I was a kid, was Darth Maul's.
Yeah.
You
had the pull apart one.
They didn't pull apart. No, it just it was his original.
Yeah.
And I remember, like an idiot, I had both blades out and I ran through a door.
Oh, no.
And it broke in half.
No.
I was like, no, I fucked myself up. Couldn't find another one because it had been years I had that thing.
I've had a few of like the Force Effects ones. I think they go for like $100 or whatever through the years. But
I think the only one I would want to buy would be like a City of the Lukes, or even I like Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Yeah, I do like the crossguard.
Yeah, I like that it's jagged and the little story behind that. I don't like the
this way, the regular way it looks. Yeah, I don't like that either. Yeah, the cracked kyber crystal. Yeah, I do like that because it actually like gives it more. It makes it look evil.
Oh, it's so menacing.
And the sound it makes, it's so menacing.
Yeah,
you know?
it like crackles. And,
I fucking
struggling.
Love that. So, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Lightsabers. Because it's like, I mean, Star Wars is lightsabers, you know?
Yeah.
I know it's more than just that.
No.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Before we end, I want to ask you one question.
All right.
Because you could do it in Knights of not Knights of the Old Republic, but there is a game called the Old Republic where you can play as any type of character you want.
Okay.
What would you be? Would you be like a smuggler? Would you be a Mandalorian? Would you be a Jedi?
You can't be anything but a Jedi.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Since I was fucking 5, I wanted to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess you're right.
Earlier than that, I was 3.
Like, I want to say I would be a Mandalorian, but I don't know.
How do you give up
being a
Force
Jedi
powers and a lightsaber?
I know. Well, Mandalorians have a very cool fighting style.
That's true.
Which is meant to fight fucking Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
But you still don't lose to one very often. Like.
Yeah. I think the only reason Jango Fett died is because his jetpack failed, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
And it got his head cut off. Like I said, I didn't like him anyways.
Kind of a douche.
I think some people are going to hate me when they find out that I don't like Boba Fett.
I guess we'll find out soon.
I don't know.
He's not my favorite character.
No, he Magooed his way through the whole movies. Come on. Let's be honest. Oh, and I want to go on a quick rant real quick.
Please, rant it up.
Oh, man. George Lucas, everything he did was amazing, but he really just like kept slotting him in to do things, and he didn't do shit. He is... Oh, man. They did the same thing with Captain Phasma, and that pissed me the fuck off.
The scene that always gets me is when they just have the shot of everybody like nodding around the
yeah.
Like, why is he there? What's he doing?
I mean, he worked for Boba Fett. Or, I mean, he worked for... Boba Fett worked for fucking Jabba the Hutt, which is fine, but...
They didn't all need to be there.
No.
I mean, I guess that was probably personal for him, because Han...
Yeah, he hates Han Solo.
Yeah. All right.
Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm rant over. I don't like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's in the new Mandalorian. All right. Well, with that, hey, thank you for watching. Thank you for being live for the first time.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
I know.
We actually got through it.
Yeah.
With only one burp. Just now.
A lot of coughs, but we'll work on that.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. Still getting over a cold.
Sorry, podcast listeners.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, but hey, you know what? We did it.
Yeah.
All right. Bardic Beards every Sunday.
Every Sunday, 7:30-ish. Eastern. It's important. Yes. People live in other time zones. Always forget that.
What's a time zone? It's only Florida. Thank God that's not true.
Let's see. Twitter, Bardic Beards.
Yep.
Instagram, Bardic Beards.
iTunes. We're finally on iTunes. Yep.
Spotify, Bardic Beards.
Just Bardic Beards. Not the Bardic Beards, just Bardic Beards.
Just Bardic Beards.
Yeah. So subscribe and go vote.
Good idea.